G'day everyone. How's your Monday been? We've got Benny Allen joining us again today, so that's going to be really exciting. Who went and saw shows over the weekend? Give me some love hearts if you went and saw some live music, and comment and tell me who you got to see this weekend. I didn't see any live music this weekend, but I did manage to get a few jobs done because I had the weekend off, and I got in the garden and I can't get off the chair very well. So I'm stuck here for the night. My legs are very sore. Hi, Cam. How you going? Hi, Beck. What's been happening, everyone? Who did you see? Who was live this weekend? I saw a few of you go live on Facebook from different gigs. So tell me who you went to see over the last few days. Tonight we've got Benny Allen joining us. Before we do, I wanted to just let you know that next week's going to be a little bit different because we've got Alyssa Kuhn from America joining us. Now, we're going to do it live on her Monday night, which is actually going to be Tuesday morning. I think it's going to be about between 9:30 and 10:30. I'll post it once I get it all confirmed. But I just wanted to let you know that Monday night won't be on Monday. It'll be on Tuesday, unless you're in America, because then you'll get to see us. You went and saw Drew McAllister, Brendan. That would have been fantastic. I think I saw Jan at Drew. She went live from Drew. I think that was Sunday. You sat last weekend out, Cameron. Too worn out from the one before. What's on this weekend coming? So next week it'll be live on Tuesday morning, but if you're at work, which a lot of us will be, we'll be able to replay it in the evening. And you can still comment and you can still ask questions because we'll both, Alyssa and I, will keep an eye out for any questions that come up and comments, and I'll reply to them as I get them. Well, I think Benny's ready, so we might bring him into the room and have a bit of a chat.
And I'm on.
Hello. Welcome. Thank
you, mate. Thanks so much for having me on tonight.
We're just excited you came back. We're very excited about that. I haven't scared you off yet. Let's see.
No, not yet.
Let's see what
the night is still young.
So you've had a big day of interviews today. A couple of interviews.
Yeah, look, I'm very lucky that I've got a fantastic publicist, and she's great at putting everything in motion once you go to release a song. So yeah, that great from the country journo. She's just awesome to me. And unfortunately, people like yourself are also awesome to me and go, yeah, we'll talk to him.
He doesn't bite too much. Yeah, we'll talk to him. Beck's saying hi. There's a lot of people coming up saying they've been to gigs over the weekend. Did you do any live gigs or go and see any on the weekend?
No, I haven't been out on the road in a little while. So it's I'm hoping for the weather to start improving here in Victoria, and then I can actually get out and about a little bit. But at the moment, it's just been a cold and wet and stay inside sort of weather.
Yeah. Well, we were lucky last week. We had 23 degrees. It started off at like minus something. It was really cold, and then by the end of that, it was 23 degrees. But today it bucketed down, and you couldn't drive in it.
Oh wow!
Crazy. But yes, it's warming up. Won't be long and you'll be able to be back on the road. Brendan's saying hi. Beck's saying hi. Cameron said he's got to work, so he couldn't work. He couldn't go to concerts over the weekend. So lots of people are tuning in. They're going too quick. I can't keep up with everyone. But if questions,
that's a good problem to have. Thank you, everyone, for joining in.
So you've got another single coming out. It's off your current album.
I don't know if we should call this one a single, should we?
It's not. Well, no, not really. You've got a duet coming out, the duet month.
Yes, that's it. I was talking to Danny just before we went live, and I said I'd always planned to go and release this next song in September. It was just I had this plan of when I was going to release the album tracks, and suddenly go right. I'm going to release a duet in September, and turns out September is duet month because everyone's releasing a duet.
Everyone has. But, this is the one that you should definitely go out and grab if you haven't already.
Oh, absolutely. So you go.
You're right. We were just saying earlier we should do an Australian duets album with all the ones that have come out this month.
I think so. I think that'd be really good. I'm just curious. Can anyone hear the buzzing noise, or it's sort of like a low chainsaw that's coming from where I am? Or
yeah, what is it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk this for a second, and we'll just go.
Oh,
down here, the snoring bulldog.
that's great.
So Gus is just loving what we're doing. He's super excited.
He's really been looking forward to this all day, hasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah. So apologies for the background noise.
Oh, that's great. I could only just hear it, and then when you said, "Oh no, it does sound like a chainsaw."
Yeah, no, that's my dog.
That's a dog. That is great.
All right, so back on track.
If you can blame the dog for snoring now, like it's not you. No, it's not me. It's the dog.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
More any louder than him. All right. Well, okay. So perhaps we better have a bit of a chat to start with about the album. I know we touched on it last time, but for people that may not have tuned in, tell us a bit about the album that you've released.
So it was November last year.
Nearly 12 months.
Yeah, it's almost 12 months. And so we released my album, Never Knew I Was Country. And I was just blown away by the response that I've been getting from people. From my side, I was just happy to be able to put some of my songs into a recording, and I'd send an email off to Mel.
Louder.
Hey, bud, wake up.
Right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
And Beck, you're not having my dog.
She's going to kidnap him. You'll know where to find him. You'll be able to hear him.
Yes, that's it.
You can't hide that dog. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Oh, continue.
It's going to be a really serious interview tonight.
Overtired tonight.
So yeah, I was just happy that I'd put these songs together that I knew I wanted to record, and I sent off the demos in an email to Matt Fell and said, "Look, would you be interested in working with me?" And he said yes, and I was like, "Wow, that's great!"
That's cool.
And I was really happy just to get. Oh, g'day, Pete. I was happy just to get the album recorded and go, I've done it. I've got to put this body of work together, and that I was just happy to have done that and listen to it and go, that's fantastic. And then to put it out there and just get the response that we've been getting of both the first single when we put Day One of Missing You out, and that everyone, the amount of people that just connected with that song. Yeah, it was really, really humbling to have that. It was written as a breakup type song, but the amount of people that I'd end up getting messages from that they were connecting because they'd actually lost their partner. Yeah, someone had passed away, and and I hadn't even when we'd written it, hadn't even thought about it going down that sort of line, and that you become part of people's lives through that sort of thing it's just a really humbling process. And to then end up with like Foxtel CMC playing the video clip for it, and you just go, how did this happen?
How amazing would that be? The first time you see your film clip come up on TV.
Oh, it's still surreal. Now and then, when I hear myself on the radio, and I go, "Oh my goodness, that's me!"
Everybody, stop! That's cool. That's me.
There's a movie called That Thing You Do, and That Thing You Do. It's a great movie. It's probably from the early '90s, I think, and it's set in about the '60s, and it's about like a high school rock band that make it. Yeah. And there's this scene in there that is the first time that they hear their song on the radio, and it's like I feel like that every time I hear it.
Awesome.
And if you haven't seen it, I'd suggest you go check it out. It's
I'm going to go and see that movie now.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That thing you do.
That thing you do. I'm going to watch that. Anyone else seen the movie? Let us know if you've seen it or not.
Yeah.
Scott said he knows exactly how the pooch feels.
Yeah, welcome to the first day of the rest of the week.
Yeah, Monday-itis, definitely.
Put that out, and then we put out "We Will Remember" and then "Never Knew I Was Country" with the video clip that went with it, and just everyone keeps connecting to the songs, and it's like, wow, this is fantastic, and thank you so much to everyone that is.
That Never Knew I Was Country. The video is fantastic for that. How long ago since you released that video? It's not all that long, is it?
No, I think it was the end of July. So I think I shot up to. It was one of those things that we released the song to radio, and I just thought we'll release the song. We won't do a video, for it. And then the response from radio was just so great, and people were jumping on board and playing it. And I thought, we've got to see what we can do. And sent an email through to Jay Senior at Blacklist Productions and said, "Hey mate, can we do a video when you get back?" Because he was over in Iceland at the time, and he squeezed me in. I was the first cab off the rank. So we drove up there from Melbourne. Left horrible weather, drove up to Sydney, hit the sunshine, and it was just the most beautiful weather for that shoot, and you can see that in the clip.
He's done a very good job.
Everything just fell into place on the day that we shot it, and Jay's able to work some magic and make me look good and all that sort of thing, and the clip just came together brilliantly.
And look, the response that I saw online, and especially on Facebook, there was a lot of amazing comments. People were sharing it, people were loving it. It's great to see. It just shows how good it was.
I don't know. I'm sort of getting a little bit tongue tied when I start getting all the praise. So thank you.
Well, let's move forward to the next single that you've got coming out to radio. And tell us a little bit about that. How long ago did you write it?
Oh, see, the album was recorded in July last year, so it would have been before then. I think it was sort of about March, April last year. March, April 2018. And this is going to sound really silly, but I had to take the kids out, and I had about 15 minutes up my sleeve, and I sat down at the piano and just started playing just because I had to kill 15 minutes. And I started playing this chord progression, and then it just popped into my head and started scribbling on my notepad that sits on the piano. And 15 minutes later, I'd written the song. The whole lot just went whoosh and flowed out of the paper.
Perfect songwriting. Wouldn't it be great if it happened like that every time?
Oh, it would. Look, I'm very lucky that a lot of the time my songwriting is quick, not that quick, but and usually I think that's because for me my songwriting that's my outlet. It's the thing I like. I love doing it, and it gets me away from the everyday problems that we all suffer with, work and life and taxes and all the good stuff that goes with it. And so I try and leave it that way. I try not to turn songwriting into work. And so if I've got an idea, I leave it until I'm inspired. Even if I've made a note somewhere down the track, I'll come back to it. Usually within an hour or two, I can write a song. But to have one just come out in 15 minutes, and when I say 15 minutes, that included me having to play it 3 times just so that I'd remember how it goes by the time I got back from having the kids at tennis. So.
That is great. It was just one of those songs that was meant to be, obviously.
It was meant to be. And even as I was writing it, I knew that it was going to be a duet.
Yes, okay.
Just because I could see where the parts of the song would fit and how it needed to go together.
Okay.
And,
That's interesting.
yeah, fortunately, it's funny when you take. I took the duet to Matt Fell, and we said, "Look, I want to do this as a duet," and he was like, eh. And I think there was this. No, he was actually still supportive, but there were some redundancies in place with how he was planning things, and I think that's because sometimes artists must come to producers and go, "Hey, I want to do this as a duet," and I'm guessing sometimes it just doesn't work properly. It doesn't come together the way that it might in your head.
Yeah.
And but I was lucky enough that I'd met Renee Jonas a couple of years ago, and once she came into the studio and started putting her vocal down, you could just see Matt's wow, okay, yes, and he then started giving her some direction and asking her to do some stuff, and she can sing whatever you ask her to sing, and
Wow.
she's an amazing talent.
So what made you, obviously you'd met her before you'd written the song, what
Yes.
made you think of her to record with? Was she the first person that popped into your head, or was it something that just fell into place?
When I met her the first time, I went up to Sydney in November 2017, which is just a month or two after I'd sort of started down this path of going, oh yeah, I should do country music. So I went up to a business workshop that was being done by Amber Lawrence was running a music business workshop, and so I went along to that. And at the end of the workshop, we all got up and sang a song. And Renee got up and sang, and I was just blown away. I just went, wow. And so at the end of the workshop, I've got my photo with Amber Lawrence, and then I said to Renee, wait, I got to take a photo of me and Renee because I need a photo with you for when you're famous. She just blew me away with her voice. She's just fantastic singer, and to get her involved in the project and put this duet together with her was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, she lives up in Sydney, so when I went up to Sydney to record with Matt Fell, it wasn't too difficult for her to get across to the recording studio and put her vocal together for it.
It makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? It's a bit easier than trying to get everybody from different separate parts of Australia and meet at the one time.
Well, that's it. I think you probably could do that, and I think with technology nowadays as well, everyone can do their things in different states and have a
Look at this.
It was pretty special to be able to sit there on the other side of the glass wall while she's singing and just go, yeah, this is going to be good. And it's just fantastic. Even now, I think we've it's been on the album, since November. The song doesn't magically appear on the album today, and we already had quite a few radio stations that quite often, like when say Never Knew I Was Country was being played by some of the radio stations, before I'd be doing an interview, they'd play another song off the album. And to just sort of lead into it, and quite often they were playing the duet. I think it's a song that people were obviously connecting with even before officially released it. Oh, thanks so much, Scott. Sorry, Scott's just put the kindest comment.
I'll pop it up for you. You got that before I did. That came up on your screen before mine.
I found the button. I found out how to work this computer thingy. So
you can actually see the comments.
Yeah, I can see the live comment stream this time. So yeah, it makes it a little bit easier.
I didn't even know you could do that. So you're gonna have to teach me.
That's right. We'll talk afterwards. We'll do all the techno stuff later.
So I'm just going to employ you. I'll put you in hats and stubby coolers. Oh dear. So tell us, I know that you've been advertising on Facebook for people to give you clips or parts of their wedding days and things. How's that all coming together?
Look, it's been a little bit slow from when I first put out that little Facebook post, but I sort of let it go for a little bit. I thought, we'll now wait, let the song go out. I think I made a technical error with trying to put a post on Facebook that had it was like a 5-second video on it, and I don't think Facebook likes a 5-second video, so I don't think it was really showing it to all that many people.
It doesn't automatically play, does it, for a lot of people on Facebook anymore?
No, that's exactly right. And I think they then choose who they're going to show stuff to. And if your video doesn't run for a certain length of time, it doesn't tick their boxes of being worthwhile to show people.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I would like for this duet, like when people listen to it, there's definitely a loved up wedding type theme to the song, and it'd be great if people could sort of find those little silly happy moments from their wedding videos,
Yes.
So the groom standing there smiling like an idiot, or those stupid things where people do the cream cake in the face, or dancing and just like being that beside themselves happy sort of thing. So, but I just want a little 5 or 10 second clip from a bunch of different wedding videos, so that then we want to be able to work that into my concept for the video for this clip. So yeah, well, there is a plan to put a video together for it. It's just there's a few logistics and moving pieces to be to sort it out first before we can do it. And I thought, no, we'll still get the radio part out, and that's what we ended up. I got distracted before. See, we were having so much fun with the Never Knew I Was Happy one. We put the radio thing out, and then did the video sort of a month or so later. And we're probably going to do a similar thing with this, just where get the song out there so that people can start listening to it. And then, as I said, this one I'd love it if people could, if people can buy into it as well, and not physically. Please do that. Jump online, buy the record.
Buy the whole thing.
If people connect with the music, and hopefully people want to be a little part of the video clip, and it would be great to have some of those little bits of people's wedding videos chopped into it.
I said to Beck I was going to send you a picture of my divorce certificate, but I didn't think that you'd appreciate it. So.
I've had a few comments like that.
Here's the happiest moment. The other moment was just me falling down and doing all sorts of things, or wearing a bib. But
that's all right. There's a lot more of songs on the album that are to do with the sad stuff in life. Let's stick with the happy one this time.
Oh dear. We've got a question come up from Beck. What did she say? So it's going to be the first of many duets with various singers.
Oh, I don't know. See, I think I like the idea of. See, that's a great sentence I just responded with. Then I like the idea, and just nothing.
Anyone to jump in and volunteer?
Yeah. I like the idea of being able to get together with some of my music mates. That fortunately, this journey I've been on over the last, it's been 2 years, but the last 12 months in particular has just gone. And it'd be great to be able to put together a body of work where maybe I do some co-writes with some people, and we actually record them and have this sort of album of songs that I've written and recorded with other people, because and as I said, I'd like it to be people that I am mates with now, and that you get to really enjoy what working with other people and put some stuff together. Stop it.
You need to do a duet with the dog. That's great. He's really on trees at the moment, isn't he? Oh dear. Sorry. Overtired today. Overtired. Oh. Yes, so that would be really cool actually, to do a whole heap of different songwriting and duets, and I guess when you're on the road you probably run into people you know, and hopefully get a chance to do that.
Well, that's it. I've managed to do a few co-writes with some people that I went through the Academy of Country Music with a couple of years ago, and there's even some of those that I still like playing now. Where they're one of them in particular. I'm sort of starting to work on the tracks that are going to go onto album number 2. So getting a little bit ahead of myself at the moment, but there is a second album in the pipeline. And I'm just working out tracks for that, and again start to work out how that all goes together, because even though I'm still finishing promoting this first album,
you've got to have the next one ready, planning. Bit Benny Allen take 2. I'm still country.
How did I get here?
What was I thinking?
Look, I think I said a bit earlier on, I love songwriting. It's just something that I've always done, and that's sort of my happy place. The fact that people want to listen to them now is just fantastic. But I'm still going to keep writing songs. So that's where sort of this second album project sort of coming together.
Have you got any shows coming up that people can go and see you at?
I've got nothing booked in at the moment, and that's largely just been, as I said, both weather-wise down here in Victoria's been not really that pleasant to get out and about, and just life in general. I'm a dad of 2 kids and got all the things that go with that sort of stuff. It's not just the snory dog that I've got. And just fitting it all in, I'd love to try and get out sort of around November, December, and do a few things in the lead up to heading up to Tamworth in January. The plan is to try and get on the road a little bit, but at the moment there's nothing locked in. But if people want to follow me on Facebook, that'll be the first place where I start posting stuff.
And I'm sure if they wanted to maybe book you in for something, they could jump on Facebook and...
I will talk to anybody. Yes.
So jump over to Facebook and like Benny's page if you haven't already. Don't forget to do that. Now, what was I going to say? There was a question I had, and it's completely just slipped out of my mind. It was right there before I started talking.
We're having too much fun. We do.
It was a really important question too, and I can't even think now. So where can people get the album?
Oh, that is an important question.
That was it. It was there. I told you.
All the usual digital outlets and things like that, your Spotify's and your iTunes and that sort of thing. But, the big preference is if people can jump to my website, you can actually get either the CD or a vinyl, because we did a small batch of vinyl, which has proved to be very popular. Vinyl's made its big comeback nowadays. So, BennyAllen.rocks is the website, but if you just put Benny Allen into Google, this is another one of those really weird things. Two years ago I did it, and you start getting, there's an obscure prime minister in like New Guinea that was Ben Allen, and then there was a triathlete somewhere, and now it's like 2 pages of me, and that's just weird.
I love it. I just Google yourself every now and again. Oh, I'm up to 3 pages now. I'm doing all right.
We've just had a great comment here from Kaz Johnson. Thank you, Kaz. Great album. You must.
Yes, I agree, Kaz. Get out there now and buy the album. And if you've already got a copy, go and buy the vinyl copy. Simple.
And look, it's only 3 months till Christmas. Stocking fillers for your whole family.
Exactly. Now, do you have any other merchandise available?
Yes, we also have T-shirts on the website, so you can get your Thank God for Saturday T-shirts.
So you can see there's a whole heap of more Christmas presents all sorted. You can buy a CD for someone, vinyl for someone else, and a T-shirt. You're sorted.
That's it. So, for those that haven't listened to the album yet, Thank God for Saturday is one of the album tracks.
Well, that's a good yes. Now buy the album to listen. Now, what date? I don't think we've actually mentioned what date this is being released to radio.
It was released on Friday, so 3 days ago.
20th.
Yes. So we released it to radio on the 20th, and I've again just blown away with the amount of support that I've got from people like yourself and the media and that sort of thing, with both interviews and radio play and all that sort of thing that's been going on. In the last three days, and you just go, wow, that's quick. It's so nice to have people want to listen to you.
So can people, is it something that people can request on their local radio stations all over the ones?
Yes, so if they want to call up their favorite radio station and ask for When I'm With You Tonight. So I don't think we've actually mentioned it. We keep calling it the duet.
We haven't really called it the actual name of the duet.
So yes, the song is called When I'm With You Tonight, and it's really beautiful song, and not just because I wrote it, it's also because we got Renee involved in it, and it's a lot of people have said our voices just work really well together on the recording, and it's just fantastic. Yeah,
absolutely, I agree. Now I think we've actually gone over 30 minutes, so I'm very sorry we've kept you for so long. But it's been fun. And the dog stopped snoring.
No, he's quiet now. I put a pillow on his face.
How to stop a dog snoring. We just can't show it to the RSPCA.
Look, thank you to everyone that's sort of joined in tonight and has paid attention to Danny and I having a bit of fun for half an hour. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again, Benny. It's been great having you. We would love to have you are there any more singles coming out of this album, actually? Have you got any more planned?
The only other one that I sort of I might do as another single would be Thank God for Saturday, which for now people have to jump on and actually get the album to listen to that. But Thank God for Saturday is the only other one that we'd probably do as a radio release, providing people want to keep listening to me.
I think you're definitely safe there. Scott just put a comment, but I can't see it. I'll pop it up. Oh, thank you, Scott.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Yes, vinyl, it's great. It's so good that so many artists are bringing out vinyl, but it is a lot more expensive to do it onto vinyl for you guys to get made, isn't it? It works out.
Yeah, even to sell it, it's like we're getting into dollars and cents stuff here, but you don't make as much off the vinyl record if you're selling it at market rates as you do as doing the CD. But it's a hell of a lot cooler than a CD.
So cool. The sound is so cool. It's worth it. Thank you, Brendan. Well, thanks everybody again for joining us, and thank you, Benny.
Thank you.
Don't forget next week, guys. It's going to be Tuesday if you're in Australia, Monday night if you're in America, and I'll post the times because I've got Alyssa Kuhn joining us from America. She's a new artist coming through, and she sounds incredible. So she got in touch with me a few weeks ago, and she's going to come and say hi and meet everybody over here. But nice to meet you too, Kaz. Thank you for joining. And we'll see you all next week. Thank you so much, Benny.
Thank you. See ya.